Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are here and it is episode number 8 of our series of Curtis's GTA Online Solo Master Series, whatever. We already have one bozo complaining. Bro wants it on 6 laps. Um, so we're starting, of course, with our doing the NASCAR track that's happening on the day the video goes out. Thing that we always do. And this one here is Phoenix. So I believe it's 25-second laps. So this dude's like, put it on 6 laps, but I have it on like 15 because it's a short lap. It'll take no time at all. Think we're in a better headspace than we were at the end of the last video. So hopefully that's good. I had a long day of recording going into that. So um, yeah, there was a lot on my mind in that moment that I had towards the end of that video. But we're back, and let's see where we are at. So, of course, in this series, this is again episode 8. We're 6-1 in the previous 7 episodes. 24-11 all time in this series against community. We started off really, really good. The last 2 episodes, we kind of had a few more losses, so it's kind of brought the community's numbers a little closer. But yeah, here we go. Phoenix Raceway. See what we can do. How do these pariahs race on this track? Of course, we've seen the pariahs were a bit of a problem last time when we raced Las Vegas, so are they going to be a problem here? Potentially. Who knows, though. This race doesn't have hot ring set to it, unfortunately. I'm sure there's a hot ring only version, but I don't have that one added currently. So here we are again, 14 laps this race, so it should be a relative short one. Oh my god, dude. That dude came right down the track. But we were kind of taking different lines through there, so. Definitely don't want to take anybody out here. Just kind of want to race along, do my thing. Alright, dude. I didn't even spin you out, you fucker. Come on, dude. I'm gonna shove me into a fucking car. So as I stated, obviously, in previous shorts, if you try to take me out, or I had a whole short about it, basically. It was in the last episode, but it wasn't a short. You try to take me out, it's not going to go well. Not going to let you get that dub. Fortunately, that dude was too worried about me and missed the checkpoint because he's an idiot. I essentially just got a little too deep into the corner and bumped him. Then he melted down, so that's good. The only dude in the race really to start causing problems, so everybody else out here doing their own thing. Bruh. What a race we got so far. This hot ring's keeping up. Don't want to get taken out by a lap car fucking around. Get close to that wall. Make sure we grab that checkpoint. Alright, so we're working through a few lap cars, so that can always end up being a little bit of a problem, but Bro tried, but it ain't happening there for him. Alright, I think that's going to be brilliant. If I can just get a slipstream, I can pass him off that corner. So perfectly content just to stay here. Perfectly content just to stay here, chill behind him. Here's my run. Beautifully timed. There we go. That's a W. Let's go. First one in the books. Yes. I didn't want to do that the lap before. I didn't want to show him that's what I was planning, but I knew what line to run, when to do. I feel like I took the run a little early on that one, but I didn't want him to cut down and kind of throw it off, so let's go. All right, here we are. Second race. We got a few more people joining here. We're going to let the timer run out. It's Dragon Tail Seaside. We ran this track, I believe, 2 episodes ago. Went pretty well for us, so see what we can do here. Now, I do want to say this episode will be the first time that we officially go with the rules of 3 of either me losing or winning will end the episode, no matter how far in it is. That's something we discussed in the last episode. Of course, in Racing Masters, which Wan and I did together for most of 2023. Of course, the origin of this series. The point in that was, again, us racing, but in between the loading screens, we had a lot of conversations and talking about different subjects. The thing is, this series is a little bit more just focused on the racing, because again, I can't give a 2-hour conversation just about whatever, right? It's a little difficult. I noticed that in a few of the earlier episodes. So that's why we went to cutting out the middle segments, right? Between loading times and all that. I just tend to look at something on my phone in that time or whatever, right? So cut that out. But I think that the other part of it is we went that long because, again, it worked for the videos, us having conversations, racing, doing whatever. That was just part of our schedule. It's 2 hours. Because, again, there was a lot of conversation that typically would carry over, and just us racing would create some exciting content. But I think for this series, it does make more sense to just go for the goal, and then when it's over, it's over. So we're going to try it. We'll see if we get to that point, if I do win 3 races, or if the community wins the next 3. We'll end it at race 3 or 4. So yeah, this track is Again, one that we raced the last time. We did a track review of it a few weeks ago. So I'm excited to jump in here and get racing it. It's nice that we get these long load times. All right, let's see how many people are left after that. So we got 14. That's not bad. We had 17, so it'll be down to 14. Damn, my odds to win are wild. L1 view stats. Wish it have showed you like wins and losses and all that stuff in that time. Alright, so we're not starting last because some will probably have some sort of thing. I don't know if it's lowest races or lowest wins or starts first or whatever, but see what we can do. I believe this is set to 6 or 7 laps. We'll find out here. 7 laps. Beautiful, beautiful start. All the way from 12th to 2nd in the span of just a few corners. And honestly, by the end of this turn, we will have the lead. What a beautiful start that was. We're absolutely gone. Wow. That was an amazing race start. Wow. Who would have thought? Already 1.2 seconds. 1.6, I don't know why I said 1.2. 1.6 seconds ahead. What a brilliant start that was. Alright, so we were 2.9 seconds ahead. I mean, the start obviously was really, really massive for us. We were in 3rd by the first corner, 2nd right after, in the lead by right here. So obviously that was brilliant. I think one of the other things is a lot of the cars people picked are Devastates. Devastates are not good at this track. I don't know why people like the Devastate so much. People are caught up by the fact of top speed over anything else. So they just want to, I gotta ride the Devastate, right? It's not a good car though. Right, the Devastate isn't quick. Through corners and things like that, acceleration shit, handling shit, it's good in a straight line. So Daytona, you know, Talladega, when you race those tracks in the game, Devastate's a brilliant pick, right? The tracks where it's just straight lines around the map that are complete shit horses that I don't know why anybody wants to race those, but if you race that, Devastate's a brilliant pick. This type of track, don't know why you would ever pick the Devastate. Krieger and Emirates are so much better for regular racing in this game. Again, Devastate is good because you're just stuck on the top speed looking at that stat. Even the Weaponized Ignis, seeing that reminds me that's a good car as well. So, you know, Krieger, Weaponized Ignis, Emirates, like, go with that. But, I mean, this race we got a few people that don't have modified cars or fully modified cars. And the people that do probably are in Devastates. Because I didn't really see any Kriegers at the start line. I mean, the dude in 2nd is way ahead of everybody. He's got a Virtue that's not fully modified. And that's really why I pulled away from him so quick, because he had the Virtue. He got a brilliant launch, but he didn't have the sustainability at the top speed, right? The Krieger has really good acceleration compared to most supercars. I mean, pretty much it will out-accelerate anything besides the Cyclone, Cyclone 2, Virtue. It will out-accelerate pretty much anything else besides those 3 cars. But it also has the top speed, because those are electric cars, their top speed isn't as good. Their acceleration's amazing, but the top speed being an electric car falls off compared to the internal combustion engine that the hybrid cars have. Because the hybrid gets the best of both worlds. The acceleration of the electrical components and the top speed and overall power that you get from internal combustion engines. And I think a lot of people are kind of starting to realize that when it comes to just electric cars overall in general. They're not that good. Then we had a few years where it was definitely like everything needs to be electric cars. All the car companies start making those and nobody buys them. I think a lot of people realize like it's kind of shit. So I think realistically for cars, what you'll see is obviously we had the insane environmental people in California that are like, oh my god, we gotta ban internal combustion engines. But I think when you look at realistically, there's so many better options. We are the future winners of this race because we are 26 seconds ahead. We've had no competition in this race since literally the first turn. So we're gonna get our second win of the episode. We're looking for our third win in the next race. That is it. Go for win number 3 and secure another victory. I think it's something that... Oh, what the fuck are you doing? I think it's something we can really look forward to trying to sweep the episode, of course. It's a thing we're just going to try out for an episode or two, see kind of how I feel about it. So it's kind of nice to have as an option too if we want to maybe try to get this video done in a shorter time. You know, something like that I think will be where it's interesting. That's what you get for trying to fuck around. Enjoy that, bozo. Oh my god. I love dudes that are a lap down and they just like think they're doing something. It's hilarious. Like, bruh. That dude hit me in the wall. Just got clapped, dude. Like, you don't think that the person that is ahead by 30 seconds is gonna figure how to get around you or just have the knowledge of how to move you out the pit. Come on, dude. Bro was level 10. He's already played for 5 minutes. Here we go. Up the hill, and we're going to cross the line and secure our second win of the episode. On to race 3. All right, here we are. It's the Los Santos Street Loop. This is a tricky track for a lot of the community. One of our hot ring street races. See what happens. See how everybody goes on this track. I mean, it can be a difficult one occasionally. Depends on what opponents we get. I believe I did lose an episode, or the only episode of this that I've lost. Came down to a finale on this track, so I mean, it's not necessarily like a shoe-in to win. So let's see what we got. This race is gonna be interesting to start. The first half of the lap, the track should be wet. Of course, I had to do a warm-up lap to get the lobby to start building. That's kind of just how you build a lobby in GTA. I'm not really sure why that's a thing, but if you do one lap of it, kind of puts it out there. I guess this is a track people can join. I don't know why it works that way, but it does. So in that first lap, the first half of the lap, the track was very wet, and then it dried by the end of it. So if we start before it dries up, as you see in the background, the rain's already stopping in the actual lobby that we're part of, the actual session. But the track will be wet for the first, at least a little bit here. So expect some chaos and carnage in the first corner anyways, but it's going to be wet, and these cars don't really race well on wet surfaces. So that was a strategic move there, just to kind of avoid some of this first turn chaos, which I guess we kind of did, but get by that dude here. We just got to start sending it. The track is drying out already. This is an opportunity to really go. The first group is gone. So let's see what we got here. On the brakes hard into that first corner. Truck drifts out. Big slide. Not what I wanted to do at all there. Definitely did not want to take that dude out, but whatever. It happens, I guess. Alright. This group, we're definitely catching them, closing in a little bit. Let's see what we got. Clip that wall. Not brilliant. Not brilliant at all. See what we got now, trying to chase him down. Got 3 guys getting close here racing. 1 car not that far ahead. So here we go. See what we got. We're in the fight now. Why are you braking, dude? Oh my god. Oh, one dude left. The dude that was leading left. So here we go. By lap number 2, we have taken the lead. See if we can keep it, though. This car is close to us. Got a good group here battling. That is for sure. Let's let it roll into this corner. It may cost me some time, but we will see. Brake here. Let it roll nicely through that corner. Beautiful through there. And we are going. We're cooking. All right. We are kind of pulling away a little bit. As we wanted to. Alright, 3.7 seconds. The gap now halfway through this race. Next lap, that's gonna hurt us hitting that inside wall. It's gonna let these guys catch up just a little bit. But once again, we are kind of pulling away. Good turn there. Flat through that section, right up against the wall. Brake here. Turn in nicely. Right up onto that gravel area. There's runoff. You might as well make use of it. Once again, we are pulling away, starting to gap the field slightly. A win on this track in this episode would be brilliant. Really trying to recover from the fact that this track we did lose an episode on. The only episode we've ever lost, episode number 5, was on this track. So trying to make up for that loss. That dude's gonna start blocking the track. Good to see. I love it. It's my favorite thing that people do in this game. So come here, try to win an episode on this track. Of course, we are up 2 race wins already in this episode. Win this, lock out, or lock up another dub, and lock out any potential for the community to make a comeback. The community needs to win the next 3 races. So, we win it here, it's episode over. Go a little bit wide there. Good. Right over that white line. That's where we want to go. That gives us more clearance on the track, a little bit more gap to go through. Over this bridge once again. And here we go. Back up the hill on the other side. And we're going to brake and make our way through this track. At the line, we'll just have 2 laps to go. It's going to take a massive mistake to lose this thing now. We have pulled away in dominating fashion ever since we took the lead on lap number 2. It has been over. Just 2 laps to go. Let's do this thing. Beautiful through here. I don't know why we wanted to break traction there. A little bit switching between surfaces, I think, caused that. Switching between surfaces on a corner. Did cause the car to slide out a little bit. Scrape the wall there. Cross this bridge one more time. This is one of my favorite tracks I've ever made. I love racing the hot ring street circuits like this. This one is so good. Think of all the hot ring circuits I made, this is the best one. There's a few different variations. One just goes straight down that road. There's one that turns after the first bridge and goes up a little bit further and then goes onto the highway. And then there's this one. There's also another one that's in the same area but runs a completely different layout. That one kind of goes around in the Mirror Park area and over one of the bridges and then basically up the opposite side bridge that we go on. So here we go. Final lap. And we are 23 seconds ahead. Those dudes are not far onto this lap at all. We are kind of cooking this race though. Get wrecked, idiot. Here we go to come across the line and win on this track, redeem ourselves for our loss on episode number 5 on this track, and secure the win here in episode number 8. 3 out of 3. Let's go. So that is going to do it for today's episode. We watched these bozos finish their race. But yeah, that's going to do it. Again, we are trying out the ending after whatever result. First the 3, basically. Ending after that. So, hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.